All right, I'd like to introduce my daughter, Mirabelle. How old are you right now?
5.5.
Yeah, and you've probably seen her in some other videos, but she is of an age that she has decided that she would like to start sharing some of her skills with you. And today we're going to learn about a plant. What's it called?
Pineappleweed or Matricaria matricarioides.
All right. Wow. And how do we identify this plant?
So it looks like chamomile.
This is it right here?
Yeah, that's it.
This is not it.
No, that's not it. Imagine that wasn't there.
Okay.
That might help.
Okay. And it's related to
Chamomile.
chamomile. All right. And where does it tend to grow?
More like on gravel driveways and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's famously found on gravel driveways, isn't it? So that would be something to be aware of, I suppose, is that
Yes.
we don't necessarily want to harvest plants where there's a lot of traffic, cars going by.
Mm-hmm.
So often we can find them growing just slightly off the driveway.
Yes.
Plus this driveway, we know not many people drive on it since it's our driveway.
Yeah.
So tell us what you harvest here, and tell us how you, well, I guess first of all, tell us how you identify this plant. How do you know it's pineapple weed?
Well, I know it because chamomile has petals and pineappleweed doesn't.
Okay, so it looks like it has no petals.
Yeah.
And
It's just one little flower.
there's some other plants that look kind of like this. But there's something about this that is different from any other plant.
Yeah, it's kind of because they don't have any petals,
Okay,
really.
and what about the smell?
It smells like pineapple. That's why we call it pineapple weed.
Yeah, it really does smell like pineapple. And that's the lookalikes. If we take one of those flower heads and we
Yep.
roll it between our fingers and smell the flower head, it's really,
Yeah, it smells really like pineapple weed.
it really does have a pineapple smell, doesn't it?
Mhm.
So are we gonna, we're gonna make a tea with this? What,
Yeah, right.
Okay.
The pineapple.
okay, what do we harvest?
So see these, you have to make sure they're not dirty at all. So this one looks like it's not very dirty. Oh, come on. So that's what we're gonna harvest.
Okay, these little flower heads.
Yeah, the little flower head part.
Okay,
I mean, you can still eat the leaves, but when we make this tea, we're gonna use the flower heads.
okay. And like a handful of them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe even, yeah, a handful. That's a good amount.
For a good cup of tea?
So this one looks like it's kind of dirty, but just picked it to show you guys that if it looks kind of like that, you probably shouldn't pick it.
Okay,
So,
nice.
just not gonna pick that one.
So let's gather up a bunch.
Yes, we better do that. So we better not pick too much from this plant. We probably should move to another plant.
Move to another plant. I see. So you want to leave some on
Yeah.
there so it can continue flowering.
Yeah,
Okay.
and if animals eat it, they can have a couple.
They can have a couple too. All right. All right, let's move to another plant and keep collecting.
So we have to find one that has like a lot of buds and is growing big like that guy.
Okay.
So, or maybe even bigger than that. So let's walk around and see if there's some more. But these are rather tiny. I mean, you start picking from this one a little bit, but just like maybe one or two. Two's enough. Okay. So I've got a lot here, as you can see.
Oh, you've got a good handful. Is that enough to make some tea?
Probably. Like, maybe, but it would be a rather tiny cup of tea.
Okay.
Which I would like a little bigger than that, or maybe even bigger than. Here's a little good bunch right here. If you zoom down, you might be able to see it.
Oh, wow. Tons of it.
Tons. So we're going to be able to clean off with our fingers. And we don't want to pick any of the brown ones, even though it's the same plant, because those won't make tea when it's old.
Oh, I see. There's some here that are, that are brown and do not look so good.
Yeah.
So you're really looking for ones that have nice flower head, clean.
You have to be probably a little strong for this because they can get latched on pretty tight.
All right.
And if you zoom up really close, you might be able to see the really baby ones. Right here's one to come over.
Oh, I'm zooming up. That's really small. I see what you mean.
Yeah, compared to that big one and my handfuls of big ones.
Whoops, let me see that. Oh, yeah. All right, what do you think? Do we have a glass of tea?
Yeah.
All right, let's take...
Not a big one for the whole family. That would be like a whole cupful we would have to get. We would have to pick and pick and pick and pick and pick and pick.
But for a cup of tea for you? We're good?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, let's take it back and make a cup of tea.
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my finger and mush all these up. It will probably give it a little more flavor.
All right. We're going to use a tea ball. I suppose you could just throw these into a, if we were out in the woods, we could just throw them right into a cup and boil it. But this is the way we do it at home?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Just mush them a little bit.
How to get those? Could I set it down underneath?
Sure. I see. So they don't really break up. You just kind of open up the flower heads a little bit to release more flavor. I get it.
Yeah. Like if you imagine there's sacks of flavor in there that are kind of hidden beneath the little flowers.
Mm-hmm.
That you have to kind of mush to get all the juice out.
Okay.
To make it. Press as hard as you can. Like squish them a little. And feel free to press as hard as you want because they're just flowers.
Okay. Press as hard as you want.
Pressing as hard as I can go.
All right. Oh, that looks great.
These a little. That probably is good.
All right.
I'm going to close it up so we don't lose them, right?
All right. And then into the teapot?
Yes, into the teapot.
Okay, so tea ball's going in, and we have some steaming hot water.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Now we wait, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're just gonna leave it in there until it's cool enough to drink. Is that? Then it'll really let the flavors get through. Perfect. It's already, you can see the water already starting to turn yellow.
Yep, you can.
All the flavor and oils just working through there.
I think I can do that.
It's ready?
Let me have a tiny sip and see.
Okay.
It's black. I'm nervous. I think it's ready.
It's ready?
You have to take tiny sips, though.
Okay.
First, a little.
Well, my first question...
Sorry, we're making a video.
My first question is, this has some medicinal properties?
Mm-hmm.
What's it good for?
Well, the first one is that it can help fevers and stomach aches.
Fevers and stomach aches? Okay.
And then it can soothe you.
Oh, kind of just makes you feel more relaxed?
Yeah.
But there's, some people are...
Some people can be allergic to it, so
Okay.
if you're going to try it, you should have maybe just one little flower bud.
Little flower, like one at first?
Yeah, one at first, and then like 2 days later, you may want to check and see how you feel. Or
Okay. Especially if you're allergic to stuff a lot, I suppose.
yeah.
All right. Well, I suppose it's time for the actual taste test. Do you want to have a good sip and tell us if it's worth making? What it tastes like?
Oh yeah. That's really good.
Is it good?
It's sweet. And everything.
And pineapple-y, I assume?
Because it's called pineapple, of course.
And you didn't add any sweetener, but it still tastes sweet to you.
Yeah, to me.
Wow.
Might be a little hot though. Tell me in the comments if you've tried this before.
Or if they try to make it.
Yeah, if you tried to make it before. And if you've made it through the experience of making it.
Like if people liked it.
Yeah, if people liked it and if it helps them with their stomach aches or...
And of course, if it tastes good, right?
Yes, of course.
It'd be interesting to see if other people think it tastes sweet.
Yeah, that would be...
Yeah, all right. So hopefully we'll hear from you in the comments.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.